They are showing up now at gas stations by the thousands, stickers of Donald Trump saying, "I did that," as drivers see the prices spin and skyrocket.
This weekend, sticker shock at the pump for millions of Americans as the average for a gallon of regular gasoline ticks up 71 cents since the start of the war with Iran.
I don't understand. What happened to gas prices? 2 weeks ago, gas was $2, and today gas is $4. You guys.
Oh, I don't like it. Not at all.
It's way too much.
Nationwide gas prices averaging more than $3.60 this week, up more than 60 cents since the start of the war.
And in the war against Iran, the problem is the Persian Gulf Strait of Hormuz. Just 20 miles wide at its narrowest point, it's a critical corridor for more than 20% of the world's oil. And that traffic has come to a grinding halt due to attacks by Iran on cargo ships. So global oil supplies are way down, causing prices to soar.
It's the largest jump in oil prices since the Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022, and it's bringing back bad memories of the long gas lines of the 1970s, when the world's oil producers placed an embargo on exports to the U.S.
Americans angry over the sky-high prices today have been ordering and applying these. The images began to pop up last year in grocery stores after Trump's tariffs caused food prices to rise. Now, stickers are emerging at gas pumps. The groups that make these are offering several different themes. In addition to "I did that," there is "My war did that," "You voted for this," "I'm starving Americans," "Putin's bitch," and FLOTUS, as in loser of the United States. The businesses that sell these, including Etsy, report that online sales of the anti-Trump "I did that" stickers now dwarf the online sales of the Biden "I did that" stickers that surfaced at gas stations a few years ago. And for people who are angry about high prices under Donald Trump, there will not be much relief anytime soon. Even if the Strait of Hormuz reopened immediately, experts say that because of supply chain issues, oil prices would not come down for several weeks and likely would not go back to pre-war prices for months. In the meantime, it's not just gasoline prices that are soaring. Costs are also going up quickly for jet fuel, diesel, and fertilizer. It means that everything from air travel to the food you buy at the grocery store is becoming more expensive. The Trump administration is trying to tamp down concerns by pointing out the United States produces far more oil now than during the Middle East oil shocks of the 1970s. Trump officials note that after decades of oil exploration, the United States is now the world's largest producer of oil, more than both Saudi Arabia and Russia. But energy dominance does not mean energy independence. John Kildoff is an energy analyst at a top investment firm who spoke to NBC News.
Shale oil that gets produced here in the United States is not very well suited, actually, for our U.S. Gulf Coast refiners. It goes elsewhere. We are in a global market. We're a major player, and prices would be astronomically higher if we weren't in the position that the United States is.
Relatedly, the Trump administration has decided to remove sanctions on Russian oil. That could help increase global supplies, but it also means billions of dollars will flow to Russia to help Vladimir Putin finance the war against Ukraine. And experts say that if the Persian Gulf's Strait of Hormuz does not open in the next few weeks, global oil prices will keep going up anyway and could easily reach $200 a barrel. The price per barrel before the Iran war was $65. Amidst all of this, news organizations covering the war in Iran and the economic impact are now facing new threats from the Trump administration.
FCC Chair Brendan Carr writing, broadcasters that are running hoaxes and news distortions, also known as fake news, have a chance now to correct course before their license renewals come up. Carr's post is a reaction to President Trump's complaint about Iran war coverage. The FCC's sole Democratic Commissioner, Anna Gomez, blasted Carr's statement, adding, "Such threats violate the First Amendment and will go nowhere."
Stickers and posters are also protected under the First Amendment. However, gas stations are technically a private business. And if a gas station owner says they don't want stickers on their pumps or at their property, while attaching a sticker anyway would be breaking the law. However, most gas station owners and workers are not exactly politically active. And so consumers who are have been having a field day buying up the stickers and applying the adhesives at gas stations all over the United States. The internet is doing its share, both with images of the stickers and in reminding news consumers about this.
And the reason why gas prices are where they are today is because of Donald Trump's work.
Yeah, I know, that was Vice President J.D. Vance long before the war in Iran started. Still, if Donald Trump deserved credit for lowering gas prices, he certainly deserves the blame now for prices soaring. And by the way, I mentioned the creativity of the Trump "I did that" stickers. Well, another new viral trend has been of consumers complaining about the gas prices and posting their videos on social media.
I don't understand. What happened to gas prices? 2 weeks ago, gas was $2, and today gas is $4. You guys, did gasoline go to college and come back with a master's degree in pricing? Oh my God! I came to get gas, and the pump is looking at me like a bank loan officer, asking questions like, say, are you ready for these financial decisions? What is going on here? Look at gas prices. What is going on here? How are we going to survive? Driving in America is now luxury. Oh my God. How are we going to survive here? How?
It's not clear if that TikToker was really angry about higher gas prices or mocking the public frustration. Either way, there is widespread agreement that rising prices are a direct result of the Iran war. Trump did that. And at gas stations across the United States, the mockery and the ridicule of Donald Trump is spreading and sticking. By the way, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is getting blasted for a recent disastrous press briefing.
You have said that the U.S. military has essentially aerial superiority, naval superiority over Iran, yet we're not escorting ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Why? How did you not plan for this?
We planned for it. We recognize it. Because ultimately, we want to do it sequentially in a way that makes the most sense for what we want to achieve.
Hegseth then faced a question about the deaths of more than 100 Iranian school children killed by a U.S. Tomahawk missile.
It's been 13 days in. Can you please provide some guidance, both of you, about the strike on the girls' school? There's been reporting that indicates that preliminary inquiry, even though it's ongoing, has determined that the airstrike was carried out by the United States. Given that there is another competing narrative that this was done intentionally, can you provide us with some guidance about whether this was the case?
Now, ever since this incident, Hegseth has expressed no condolences or empathy to the families of the girls killed. His cold lack of humanity continues.
We're not going to let reporting lead us or force our hand into indicating what happened in a particular situation, because the truth matters. So I can report that CENTCOM has designated an investigating officer to complete a command investigation. The command investigation will take as long as necessary to address all the matters surrounding this incident.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from DCJ, who wrote, "Pete Headlice is just sickening to listen to. He's a total idiot." I hear you. I look forward to reading your comments about consumers posting their frustrations with Donald Trump through gas station stickers. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.